From downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
The signs here read slow, but speed caused this crushing crash here this afternoon on the west side.
Help for Hurricane Harvey. Our telethon continuing right now. The number you can call, 855-WDIV-HELP. You'll hear much more about how you can help those affected by these horrible storms coming right up.
All right, Hank, but first, Little Caesars Arena ready to go as doors are set to open for the first ticketed event just a short time from now. Topping our news at 5, it is just about showtime. Live pictures from Sky 4 over District Detroit. Kid Rock taking the stage tonight, happening as some protests are planned outside.
Yeah, those protests are planned over Kid Rock's performance tonight. We're keeping our eye on that as the night, of course, progresses. Taking
the stage at what the Ilitches say is the most technologically advanced arena ever built. Jason Colthorpe is inside the LCA. He'll take us on a tour in a minute, but let's start outside with Steve Garagiola. Steve?
Well, there has been buzz around this place since we got here at about 9 o'clock this morning. First, it was construction crews finishing up the job, and now people waiting to get in less than an hour. The spotlight, of course, owned by this arena tonight. But I thought we'd take a minute to take a look at the bigger picture. This is just the first step toward what will become the district. At about 2 this afternoon, construction crews wrapped up their work. This is not to say all the work is complete, because it's not. The arena opens for its first ever event in less than an hour. They open with a temporary certificate of occupancy from the city.
That means that the facility is ready for the public to come in. It's safe, it's secure, but it also means that there's some areas that we still have a few of the back of the house items. We still have to clean up a little bit, a little painting here, a little punch list items.
While the arena is in the spotlight now, the 50-block development between downtown and midtown, known as the district, offers a lot more.
Little Caesars Arena is just the anchor for a new entertainment, live, work, play area here in the city of Detroit.
Among the larger projects, the long-abandoned Eddystone Hotel will have 96 residences. That project starts next year. Also in 2018, the Old American Hotel at Cass and Temple to be remodeled with 163 new apartments. There is plenty of room to grow.
The key is that this becomes that catalyst development where you see development not just in the district, but around the district.
Yeah, and that will be over the next few years as it continues to grow. And of course, if it's Kid Rock, there is controversy. There is that protest planned by the National Action Network. We'll have more on that at 6 o'clock. And within the last hour or so, Kid Rock has pulled concert credentials for at least 2 news organizations because he has disagreed with their coverage of this protest story. Jason Colthorpe is inside the arena. As far as I know, he still has his credential. Jason, don't say anything to make Kid Rock mad. I don't want you to get thrown out.
Steve, let me just tell you, there's nothing I can say that isn't worse on his shirts that he's selling, merchandising over there. Let me just tell you, we're careful where to shine the camera. But there is so many throwbacks in this place to the history of both the Joe and Olympia. Just look where I am. I'm on the actual bench from the Joe, and this is one of the places where fans can come and just be part of it, get a picture, and just be part of what was, you know, generations past. They've spared no expense to have some of this statues. We're going to take you on a tour of that coming up in a little while. You can sit here. Come on, boys. Dave's a killer. He's a killer. You can do whatever you want. You know, quote
really
all kinds of movies. You love it.
All right.
Back to you.
All right, Jason, we appreciate it. And if you are headed to Little Caesars Arena, we posted a complete visitor's guide on clickondetroit.com. That includes parking information, bag policies, maps, and a whole lot more. You can find the link right on the home page.
More to come from the LCA, but let's get to developing news right now. 1 person killed, 2 others injured after a high-speed crash on Detroit's west side. This is the scene at Sorrento and Clarita. You can see that car is completely wrapped around that tree.
Let's get to Sean Lay live. Sean, street racing may be involved here.
That's one thing that investigators definitely looking into, because that's what witnesses say they saw out here today. Take a look behind me. At least one car here, big time speed, hitting that tree, barely budging the tree. You can see the bark is off, but that car wrapped right around it. Speed definitely a factor here. So much so in the last couple of days, neighbors here, moms on this street, putting out these signs to try to slow people down. In Detroit neighborhoods, a deadly and constant theme: speed kills. Here on Sorrento near 7 Mile, another life lost. Fred Harris says He lost his nephew, Aaron, here this afternoon in this ugly, awful crash. Aaron Harris was just 21 years old.
His mother called.
What did she say?
She said Aaron got killed or something like that. I was like, well, what happened? She just told me to rush up here so I can.
When you look at that, what do you think?
It hurt.
Fred Harris rushed up to the street and was stunned by this sight. It's hard to tell what make and model this car was. Harris was inside the car with two others. Aaron Harris was ejected on impact.
Real happy type guy.
Witnesses tell us the driver of the car was speeding up this street. Police say the driver clipped a van and lost control, flying into a tree right in front of 3 bright yellow signs put out by neighbors. Slow, 25. Neighbors tired of reckless speeding, worried for kids' safety, worried about this very thing happening.
We've had speeding in all the neighborhoods over in the 12th precinct, so that may be something that the neighborhood is doing as an initiative to make sure people are adhering to the driving speed limits. And we have evidence techs out here, so they're doing their measurements and everything now to determine the speed of the vehicle.
You put the signs out. Why?
To stop drivers from speeding down the street.
Because your child could be out here.
Yes, a lot of children be out here playing and they could be hurt from them speeding around.
And then this happened right in front of your house.
Yes, right in front of my house.
Those signs put out right in front of that mom's house. Look at that tree again. Stunning that a car could hit it with such force, wrap itself around it, and the tree still standing right there. 2 others in the car had to be pulled out there in critical condition right now. Detroit Police Fatal Squad going up and down this street all afternoon long, looking for video here to see how fast this car was going, to see if it was racing anyone. Witnesses say it was. Live on the west side, Sean Lay, Local 4.
Okay, Sean. If you're in or around Midland this evening, listen closely and you just might hear a shoe drop as Michigan Attorney General Bill Schuette announces his plan to run for governor. Schuette's candidacy has been long expected. It comes 1 week before the state Republican leadership conference up on Mackinac Island. 2 other Republicans, Jim Hines and State Senator Patrick Colbeck, have already announced they're running for governor. Lieutenant Governor Brian Calley may also join the race on the GOP side. Now to Hurricane Irma. Actually, Irma is no longer really thought to be a hurricane. Today, finally downgraded to a post-tropical cyclone. Maximum winds right now of 25 miles an hour.
And now with the storm gone, the cleanup is just beginning. FEMA says about 25% of homes in the Florida Keys have been destroyed. Another 65% suffered major damage. And throughout Florida, more than 5.5 million homes and businesses are without power. Jay Gray is in Naples tonight as cleanup kicks into high gear.
Good evening, Devin and Kimberly. We're at the Collier County Command Post and staging area. Crews have been moving in and out all day here from across the country as the recovery effort continues around the clock, both here and across the entire state.
The images from the lower Keys are horrific. The islands and most everything on them looked like they were thrown from a blender, shredded and scattered for miles.
This is the worst storm that we've ever been through. I've never left before. I might consider leaving after this one.
FEMA says that 90% of the homes in the Keys were either damaged or destroyed, and the impact of the storm stretches across the entire state, from the barrier islands through the Jacksonville area, where flooding will continue to be an issue for days.
This is potentially a week-long event, with water and the tides coming and going.
Millions across the strike zone are still without power, and in the hardest hit areas, it could be 10 days or more before it's restored.
This storm essentially covered the entire state of Florida, and we've never had that before.
The damage is overwhelming. Stunned survivors working to clear away debris and clean up what they can.
Getting people back to normal life as fast as possible. So we got a lot of work to do.
It is a monumental task, an effort to bring back paradise in the Sunshine State.
Now, the power is slowly coming back here, and we saw at least one gas station open today, the line stretching for more than a mile. In Naples, Jay Gray, Local 4.
Okay. Okay, Jay, and the damage you just saw will take months, even years, to clean up.
Not just from Irma, but of course in Houston and
Right.
lots of parts of Texas still reeling from Hurricane Harvey. And that's why we've teamed up with the Red Cross and Art Van Furniture for our Help for Hurricane Relief. Hank Winchester, live in our Local 4 phone bank. Hank, the generosity of Metro Detroit, which we count on time and again, shining through.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we know just how generous Metro Detroiters are, and we thank you for making the phone calls to help those impacted by the storms in Texas and now in Florida, all the way up through Georgia. The number you can call is 855-WDIV-HELP. We have some members of the Local 4 family, also Katie Prater, wife of Detroit Lions kicker Matt Prater. I also want to bring in a friend of mine, Sam Martin, punter for the Detroit Lions. And Sam, we wanted to bring you in today, especially because you've got family in Florida. In fact, you were born in Florida.
Yeah, I was born in West Palm Beach, and I still got a bunch of family down there and in Jupiter.
So I know that they didn't have damage to their home or property, but being a Florida guy, being from there originally and having family members down there, it had to be tough to see the images of what was happening.
Yeah, it's definitely been tough, and none of them evacuated, so going into the storm, it was a little nervous about it, but thankfully they're all okay, and I'm just here to help out everyone else as much as possible.
Perfect, thank you. I know we've been getting a lot of calls, and this is an opportunity for you to talk to a Detroit Lions star. If you'd like to talk to Sam Martin or any of the other people here we have on the panel. Big thanks to the Red Cross, also the team at Art Van. Not only have they been answering phone calls here, but also at the Warren location for the overflow calls. Again, the number you can call is 855-WDIV-HELP. If the phone lines are busy, be patient, but you can also hop over to clickondetroit.com and make a donation right there. That is latest here from our telethon. We're going to send it back to you, Devin.
All right, Hank, been great how many people we've had coming by to help out all day long.
All day long,
Really
that's right. You and I were in there answering
Yeah.
phones earlier, and the phones just keep ringing too, so that's another thing. Just keep calling.
Been super. All right, Hank.
New at 5.
Well, this is about all that's left of Irma. Just some high clouds streaming in tonight, and eventually we will get some rain from what's left of that storm. We'll look at the timing on that next.
Also here at 5, while you'll hear gunshots outside of the Fermi nuclear power plant tonight. And this Michigan teen accused of killing his own mother, and you won't believe what police say drove him to do it.
But first, it's what we don't know that makes this so scary. The mystery surrounding a shooting that left a Detroit man critically wounded. We'll have that next.
Tonight. New at 6.
A local nonprofit is robbed 4 times, including yesterday. At one point, the founder went to find plywood to fix the window that was broken. He was robbed again while he was trying to fix the window. What he lost and what he needs. That story is coming up.
Welcome to a ride in a self-driving vehicle.
We're in favor of anything that's proactive.
But the federal government has now changed the guidelines to make it easier for these to get on the road very soon.
Right now, a 64-year-old man is in critical condition after an early morning shooting on Detroit's west side.
Happened around 5:30 on Mendota Street, right in the area of Grand River and Wyoming. Sean Lay is following this story for us tonight. Sean, whole lot of questions about why this happened.
Who fired the shot? The key question there, because right now police are telling me, Kimberly, this appears to be a random gunshot fired somewhere else. That bullet finding its way through a window and into the bedroom of that man, hitting him right in his head.
I heard like 6 or 7 gunshots go off.
Gunshots at 5:30 this morning on Mendota, north of Grand River. And Judith Holland says those shots were loud.
It woke me up because it woke my daughter up too.
The victim, Robert Mitchell, he just turned 64 years old. He was living in an abandoned house. The shot came in through a window, hitting Mitchell in the head.
That's crazy. That's so sad.
This woman lives inside the house where it happened.
All I know, I was asleep. I heard a loud boom.
Police say it could be a stray bullet that hit Mitchell.
We heard pop, and I was like, what was that? He said, you heard that too? I said, yeah, check us, is Rob gone? And he pushed the door open, and he seen the blood. He told me to call 911.
And shootings don't get any more random than this.
There's people living in this house, and you're living in an abandoned house. I mean, it's crazy.
A house with a dangerous illegal hookup in the back and someone firing shots into that house.
There's literally kids that stay right there. There's kids that stay, her grandkids come and see her. We have kids all up and down this block. And for all the violence that goes on around here, it really needs to stop. Because one of these days, it could be one of our kids. Bullets have no name.
Multiple shots fired, one finding its way into a house, hitting someone. This time, 64-year-old Robert Mitchell just checked with police. He remains in critical condition tonight. Perhaps the next time a child could get hit as well, Kimberly. Scary stuff. Back to you.
It is scary stuff, like that lady said. I mean, bullets don't have names, that's for sure. What else do we know about the man who was shot, Sean?
Quiet guy, the guy that goes around the neighborhood picking up cans, taking them to the store, and then going right back to that house. Neighbors say, and his roommates say, never bothered a soul.
Yeah, so sad. Okay, Sean, we appreciate it.
I guess you can come in to tell us this is as good as it gets and then just go on your merry way.
Why don't
I mean,
you
what
do
a day.
It's not bad out there.
Yeah.
The weekend's actually going to look nicer.
Yeah,
we'll get a little bit more sunshine and also get those temperatures up. But yeah, this is pretty decent out there, and a lot of it has to do with that dry air in addition to those mild temperatures. 76, this is average, which is something we haven't seen in quite some time. That's where we sit right now, but that relative humidity is at 38%, very dry air, so that's going to keep Irma's rains, or what's left of Irma, out of here for a while. Winds out of the east-northeast at 10, and those clouds that have been out there today have been high and thin, and this is what we got on storm pins. They call them cloud fingers here in this picture, but those cirrus clouds are going to get thicker as the remnants of Irma start to get closer to us, and that's going to happen overnight into tomorrow. So we're at 76, pretty easy to see where that swirl is, where those temperatures are a little bit cooler from what's left of Irma down here from the Ohio Valley south. Warm air really hanging out here to the northwest in the Plain States, 94 up in Bismarck. A lot of 80s there back to the west on the other side of the lake. In fact, Green Bay is at 80 degrees right now. Very dry air. Dew points are in the 40s, but you can see some of this moisture down here. That's going to start moving in. So we will start to see the atmosphere become a little bit more moist, not necessarily humid or muggy, but it's just not going to be quite as dry as we get through the next couple days. There you can see those clouds. This is the visible satellite, so we're going to lose it when the sun goes down, but you can see where the rain doesn't really make it much further north than central Indiana and Ohio because of that dry air. So we're going to hold off the rain through the rest of tonight and probably most of tomorrow as well. We get later in the day, and that's when things start to get a little bit more wet. This is 7 a.m. tomorrow. The model's trying to put down some sprinkles, but I think the dry air at the surface is going to eat away at anything that does fall through the clouds. And then once we get into the late afternoon and evening, those chances of rain get a little bit better, lasting through about Thursday morning. But we're talking light rain. Really not going to amount to a whole lot. It's just going to be cloudy and wet at times as we get through the day on Wednesday and possibly early on Thursday. So here are your low temperatures tonight. And these are going to be a little bit warmer than what we've been used to, right around 60 degrees in the city. All 50s outside of there. South zone tonight, 59 in Blissfield, Lambertville, Milan, all checking in at that number. West zone lows, generally upper 50s here as well. And we will escape the 40s in the north zone. A mid to upper 50s is what we'll see for lows as we wake up tomorrow morning. High temperatures, a little bit cooler tomorrow because of the cloud cover. And again, the rain chances get better the later we get in the day. 80s coming in for the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday with sunshine both days at 82 for a high. And we cool down a little bit on Monday and Tuesday. But generally, that's not too bad.
No.
For 7 days
Great
in
stretch.
September, we'll take it.
Love it. Yep. Okay, Ben. Let's check in with Dr. McGeorge.
There are the illnesses that are most likely to make your children sick these first weeks of school. I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Coming up, see what they are and the best ways to help your kids avoid them.
Okay, Doc, but first, this 19-year-old accused of killing his own mother while she slept. And you won't believe what police say drove him to do it. That story's next.
And we are taking the day to raise money for the victims of hurricanes Harvey and Irma. There you see the number. It's on your screen. 855-WDIV-HELP. 855-WDIV-HELP.
That's right. We're working with Art Van Furniture and the American Red Cross to help folks in Florida and Texas. The phone lines are open through 8 p.m. We'll be right back.
Are your children falling into the science gap? I'm Dr. Frank McGeorge. Tomorrow at 6 a.m., what parents can do to help bridge the gap and help your child succeed in science and technology.
Stories making news across Michigan. A young Ingham man is charged with murdering his mother. Police say 19-year-old Andrew David Wilson shot his mother in the head while she slept at their Wheatfield Township home because he was angry that she told him he could not keep a puppy he brought home. Police have recovered the rifle, which they say Wilson discarded. Wilson remains jailed without bond.
Happening tonight, DTE Energy says its security officers will be training with firearms. That training is set to take place at the Fermi 2 power plant starting at 11 p.m. DTE says this is among one of the training requirements for security officers. That training is set to take place at the plant's firearm range, which is on site. In Novi, Gardner White is preparing for the big opening of its new location, and they are hiring.
Exactly. The company's growth has apparently left them with dozens of positions to fill. That job fair still going on, in fact. It'll be open until 7 o'clock tonight, so about another hour and a half. You have to bring your resume and some ID to any Gardner White location. They are hiring everything from drivers to sales and stock positions.
New at 5:30.
It is amazing the views you can get inside a building, but that's exactly what it is here at Little Caesars Arena. It feels like a small city. Coming up, we'll give you a little preview in a few minutes before the doors open for the first time in about 25 minutes.
One of the hardest hit areas from Hurricane Irma was the Keys. And tonight we're hearing from a family of Livonia natives as they take a first look at their damage back home.
You know, you're just struggling to live in paradise, you know. It certainly comes at a price.
Tomorrow morning, they make the journey back home. We'll share their story.
On the next week.
A local family fearing the worst as they wait on pins and needles to get back down to their home in the Florida Keys. Hurricane Irma may be gone, but what's been left in its wake is purely devastating.
Before Irma hit, you recall the picture of the cars fleeing to safety. Well, today we're seeing something different. Check out this map. You see the red and orange lines here. Those are the long traffic backups of Floridians now heading back into the hurricane zone so that they can assess the damage. Coco McAvoy in Orlando tonight. She caught up with a Michigan couple waiting with their families to make that drive south to their home in the Florida Keys. Coco?
The Ensign family and the Matthews family come from all over, including suburban Detroit, but they call themselves the Key Largo family. They've been staying in Orlando throughout the storm, but come tomorrow morning, they're headed back to Key Largo. The families load up their trucks with generators to take back home to Key Largo.
They say it could be weeks to months with no power.
The Ensigns, originally from Livonia, now live in Key Largo, but traveled to a family vacation home in Orlando to ride out the hurricane.
First time a really bad storm looked like it was coming and made us nervous.
They invited their good friends, the Matthews, to stay with them.
We're all looking after each other and just taking it day by day.
In a very full house.
We've got 2 dogs, a cat, and a partridge in a pear tree. I think that's the only thing missing.
Along with snacks, supplies, and a little Detroit pride.
I cheer for the Lions when all my other favorite teams are not going to be playing.
But now that the storm has passed, reality sinks in.
Even down in the water, there was so much debris.
Their home of Key Largo was one of the hardest hit areas.
Leaving your home is never something you want to do, and fleeing from a storm that, you know, we couldn't really flee from was trying.
They took a look at some of the damage back home for the first time.
That's Jules under sea level.
Shocked to see the devastation.
The entire neighborhood.
The families have no idea what they'll be faced with tomorrow.
You know, our biggest thing is the anxiety of not knowing what our homes are like.
But whatever the outcome may be.
And then we're going to rebuild. We're going to put it all back together.
And out here live now, Keely Ensign's mother is also with them. She's from Canton, but she originally came here to help her daughter with a leg injury. She did not realize that she would get stuck in a hurricane. And now they'll be heading for Key Largo tomorrow morning. Back to you.
Of course, Coco, now they can worry about getting stuck in another way of trying to get back. Do they even have a guess at how long it might take them to get back there tomorrow?
That's right, Devin, because usually it's about a 4.5-hour drive from Orlando to Key Largo, but they were saying when they were evacuated last week and came to Orlando, it took them 10 hours to get here. But of course, the issue now, like you mentioned, is everyone's flooding back in to Key Largo, and so they're going to have a difficult time, and they have no idea how long it's going to take.
Yeah, I don't really know what to expect. All right, Coco, you and Tim stay safe. We'll talk to you again soon. Karen.
And it is stories like that prove just how great the need is in Florida as well as in Houston. That's why today we are teaming up with Art Van and the American Red Cross for our Help for Hurricane Relief. Hank Winchester live in our phone bank tonight with some very special guests.
Yeah, absolutely, Karen and Devin, and we want to thank the Metro Detroiters because they are so generous and the calls keep on coming. The number you can call right now is 855-WDIV-HELP. We have Kelly Stafford here in the house answering calls, the wife of Detroit quarterback Matthew Stafford, Lions punter Sam Martin, some members of our Local 4 family, the Red Cross, and volunteers from Art Band. Right now I want to bring in our Vice President and General Manager, Marla Drutz, who helped organize all of this together. You know, Marla, we've got a great history of working to help the community. We did it with Flint. We're doing it now to help those affected by the hurricanes. That's a staple of this station, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's a staple of our community to be so generous. Really, for tragedies that are occurring more than 1,000 miles away from Detroit, yet the phones have been ringing all day long. And I just have to shout out to all the folks at Local 4 who spent the weekend planning this, our good friends at the Red Cross, and we couldn't do it without our pals at Art Band as well. So it's a great initiative, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
And we also know that we can always rely on the generosity of Metro Detroiters again and again.
Every single time. You know, our community ranks as one of the biggest giving communities across the country, and many of us travel to Florida. I think we feel a real affinity towards that. Yeah. We own a station, as you know, we own 2 stations in Florida and 1 in Houston, and this feels personal because some of our co-workers at those markets have lost their homes, and really I think the participation we've gotten at the station here in Detroit is a real testament to the feeling that we have for the folks in Florida and in Houston.
It's truly a family. I want to bring in John Witz with Arts, Beats, and Eats. John, thank you so much for being here. You had a great weekend event in Royal Oak, and we also had a great opportunity to raise some money, right?
We did, and I'm so excited to present a check on behalf of people that came to Arts, Beats, and Eats throughout the weekend, and a match from Sunday from Marcus Lemonis, host of CNBC's The Prophet. So we're excited about that, and we have a check for $36,775 to present to you guys. And we love, Local 4 is our official station of Fort Arts, Beats, and Eats, and they brought this opportunity to increase the donations we make throughout the community, and this is really special for us. And I thank all the guests that came out to Arts, Beats, and Eats and had a great time and did some good in the process where it's needed.
Well, we both thank you very much for that, John. It's great, and we thank all the Metro Detroiters who made their way to the Festival for Arts, Beats, and Eats. It was a great event, and we appreciate you taking the time to donate. Again, the number you can call is 855-WDIV-HELP.
All right, thank you very much, Hank. We sure do appreciate it.
Well, fire investigators in Detroit are working to get to the bottom of what caused an apartment fire early this morning. Happened off Plymouth near Wyoming, which is on the city's west side. Fire left 1 man with second-degree burns to his hands. Preliminary investigations suggest the fire may have been caused by an extension cord coming from another apartment.
Today, Bob Bashara continued his fight for a new trial. His attorney appeared in front of a 3-judge appeals court, arguing Bashara did not murder his wife and pinning the blame solely on handyman Joe Gens. The attorney also blamed police, saying they mishandled evidence. It's not clear when the court will issue its ruling. Of course, we'll keep you posted.
Crime Stoppers of Michigan seeking the public's help for information leading to an arrest in the murder of a Detroit man.
Michael Mancino was murdered back in July. Actually, July 22nd to be exact, on Detroit's southwest side. It took place around 1:30 in the morning at McGraw Avenue and Chopin Street. A man fired shots at a car who was shooting at him. Michael was struck by a stray bullet. His family is now hoping for justice.
My family is suffering, and he paid the price for someone else's mistake.
That night he called me. He said, "Mom, what are you doing?" I said, "Nothing, just here with your nephews and niece." He said, I'll talk to you later. So I waited for that call. And I kept on calling him and calling him. He never responded to me.
Now anyone with information is asked to contact Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP. You will remain anonymous. A big announcement in California today as Apple reveals 3 new phones at the new Steve Jobs Theater. Apple CEO Tim Cook revealed the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, which are similar to the iPhone 7, but has a glass back for wireless charging. Making headlines was the new iPhone 10. The innovative device features an infrared camera and facial recognition, which replaces the fingerprint sensor for unlocking the phone. That means the home button is gone and the screen takes up most of the phone. The iPhone 10 will set you back about $1,000.
I'm just going to go.
No, only $999. Actually, $999. After a decade of speculation followed by years of construction, opening night at Little Caesars Arena is finally here. Doors opened up just a few minutes ago, in fact, for the first ticketed event. Our Jason Colthorpe is inside the LCA on a big night. Jason.
Yeah, Devin, you're not the only one anticipating this. The doors open to the lucky ticket holders, but the folks are waiting for the 6 o'clock hour to get in here. It's hard to see them, but they're waiting to get in here. And I can sum it up when you first walk in the doors here with 2 words: mind blown. I mean, this is the Chevy entrance. What else would you expect to see but a Corvette on the wall? And you look around and you just see homages to Red Wings and Pistons past. I mean, you've got the Gordie Howe statue from the Joe over here, a lot of tributes like that. And as you walk around, you mentioned it earlier, Devin, a lot of technological things that are super cool, like things, interactive things for fans as you walk by this little pixel board. Of course, it won't work when we do it, but when you walk by, it like takes the image of the person walking by. We knew that wouldn't work when we did it live. It's just amazing. But kind of looking down the hallway here, see, now it worked. But you've got the restaurants, District Market, the Kid Rock Restaurant, Mike's Pizza Place, and 4 restaurants. They all open tonight for the first time, 6 o'clock when the doors open. And of course, as we say, we've got Kid Rock, Uncle Cracker's going to be here tonight. And this doesn't come without controversy. They're expecting protesters outside, and we're hearing there could be counter protesters. We're going to be following all of that. And of course, covering this concert, letting you know how it goes. We're going to wrap it all up at 11 o'clock. But the cool thing about this arena, keep in mind, is that all year round, this whole area you're looking at behind me is open. You can go to the restaurants, you can take a tour and walk around as much as possible when there's not games and things like that, but so much of this is interactive and it's designed for the fans, and it really is. It's a lot like being in Las Vegas. If you ever walk around some of those huge casinos, it's like being in a little city, and that's what this feels like. A lot of people got to get down here and see it, and they'll be here pretty soon. Doors opening in 25 minutes, guys.
Well, that's what they're really trying to work their way around, Jason. When you think about it, an arena that has a sports team in it is only open a very few relative nights of the year. The idea is to try and activate this place every night of the year, right?
And those 4 restaurants, exactly, Devin, will be open all year round. And when those are open, there's the shops. The sports shop is going to be open all year round. So, and that's a huge place. We didn't even go into that today, but to see a lot to do for fans to get here, for sure.
All right, thank you, Jason. They did the sound check at 4. They were sounding pretty good.
You got the we got the live listen earlier.
Yeah, good. It was pretty cool.
Was set to be the perfect spot to repose until it was not the perfect spot.
New tonight, the one false move that turned a romantic moment into a frantic search.
Boy. Also, something went very wrong. New here at 5:30, what happened to cause this plane to fall from the sky? Look at that. As a security camera was rolling. The full story in a moment. Doc?
Well, Karen and Devin, they are the illnesses most likely to make your children sick these first weeks of school. Coming up, see what they are and the best ways to help your kids avoid them.
Coming this new at 6.
Fleeing the police in one of their own cruisers. New dash cam video shows the moment a patrol car was stolen right in front of officers.
Plus, for women going through menopause, hormone therapy treatment has been a controversial option, but there is some new research today that may make the decision a little easier for you. That's new at 6 in Good Health. And in Good Health, doctors call it the back-to-school plague. As soon as the kids get back to class, oh, those germs start getting...
And they bring them home to you,
they
Mom.
do.
Yep. Dr. Frank McGeorge here with a special look at the illnesses your children are most likely to catch in the coming weeks and bring home. Right?
Exactly, Karen and Devin. You know, our weekly What's Going Around report usually focuses on the illnesses that are currently making people sick. But each September, we ask local experts to share the trends that parents can expect to see in school-age kids in the weeks to come and their best advice for avoiding it.
The first thing we see are upper respiratory conditions, strep throat, as well as conjunctivitis, which is also known as pink eye.
Ramika Glenn is a nurse practitioner at the CVS Minute Clinic in Wyandotte. She says the big 3 tend to hit not long after school starts.
Upper respiratory infections usually consist of sinus infections as well as the common cold. and they both present as stuffy, runny nose.
Upper respiratory infections usually get better on their own within 2 weeks, but seek help if your child spikes a fever or their symptoms seem to be getting worse. Strep throat should also be evaluated since it can be treated with antibiotics.
It's the worst sore throat you can imagine. On top of that, you have high fever. I've heard patients describe it as swallowing glass.
Pink eye may also need treatment.
We typically see 3 forms of pink eye. It can be conjunctivitis caused by allergens, viruses, as well as bacterial.
Both the viral and bacterial forms can be contagious.
If you have red, runny eyes, you definitely want to get evaluated so you can know the difference.
Beyond the big 3, asthma flare-ups are also common in the first weeks of school, made worse by upper respiratory infections or allergies to dust and ragweed. And in the younger sibling set, watch out for hand, foot, and mouth disease.
Hand, foot, and mouth disease we typically see in daycare preschoolers, and that's a viral infection.
The best way to protect your kids from most back-to-school illnesses?
Hand washing. That is really important in coughing and sneezing etiquette. Do so on your elbow, your sleeve, or tissue.
Also, teach your kids not to share, at least when it comes to food, beverages, lip balms, hats, and other items that can spread germs.
This is just an exciting time for our students to go back to school, so we want to keep our students healthy.
Now, with flu season coming, it's also important to get your flu shot for everyone in your family, and they are already available at CVS stores. And you can read more of Ramika's advice for avoiding back-to-school illnesses on the health page at clickondetroit.com.
Well, I kind of joked about it coming home, but it's funny how often you'll talk to parents of young children who say, I used to always be so healthy.
And then now you're just covered in goo.
The exposure, yes.
That's exactly it. They get it at school. It's just lighting the what's going around fuse. They bring it home. You get it, then you bring it to work.
And then I give it to Devin, and then Devin complains.
That's how it works. Welcome. Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.